Hi, this is Ralph Roberts here on the farm in Alexander, and this is one of my favorite times of day, the evening. It's 8:25 actually as we're filming this on a Sunday evening, and one of the old fences on the farm that I'm leaning against, and you can see various trees and so forth behind me. Now I know a lot of you folks that live in the city are a little wonder a little bit about living in the country, and I'm afraid I have to report that some of you couldn't handle the hustle and bustle out here. There's all this beauty of nature constantly impinging on your senses. You better stick with traffic and tons of rude pedestrians and things like that. It takes getting used to living out in the country and seeing all these wonderful things, the green trees, the mountains off in the distance, feeling the breeze on your face without any smelling any diesel fumes. I'm just being frank with you. This is something that you gotta work your way up to. It takes years and years of practice to be able to live in the country. You know, I know you guys are probably pretty good at walking down city streets and feeling the heat reflected back up off the asphalt and the concrete, and days here in July and August when you can fry your eggs on the sidewalk. Well, here in the country, we fry our eggs on the stove every morning and have a good breakfast, because we know we're going to need the energy when we step out the door just to handle all this glory of nature. You can't do it without a full stomach, that's for sure. It takes a real effort. That's what I'm trying to get across to y'all. You can't just live in the country unless you prepare yourself for it. Now, in the city, you know when you're pretty safe. Out here in the country, you never know when a flower's going to cost you, and you're just going to have to stop and look at it because it's so doggone pretty. And you know, you don't run into things like that in a metropolis like Asheville, which is full of just buildings and stuff. You know, a lot of people talk about how beautiful Asheville is, but it's just concrete. It's all man-made stuff. It's not all this good stuff. Even the weeds look good. Even the weeds out in the country look better than city weeds, I want to tell you. There's no question about it. The high grass, I don't know when you see it behind me here, this is what we call a pokeweed. And pokeweeds are prettier in the country than they are in the city. In fact, most self-respecting pokeweed wouldn't grow in the city. They just don't like it there. They don't like the fumes and the crowds and all the rest of it. So I'm just trying to help you out and educate you a little bit here, because the city is really much easier to live in than the country. So don't come out here. Don't come out. Just stay in the city where you're safe and where you're used to it. You don't have to expend much effort to live. And those of us who have spent a lifetime living in the country out here and are used to it, well, we'll just have to stay here and enjoy it. It's a lot for you to ask of us, but I, for one, am willing to do it. Thank you very much. This is my pet tree, Zebediah. Now, Zebediah is so happy to see me that he's almost jumping over this fence here. You can see how he's anxious. Good tree. Down boy. Out here in the country, you know, we prize our trees. And Zeb, he's a good tree. I'm not even sure what kind he is, but he's sort of a mongrel, I guess. He just sort of grew here and down boy. Good boy. And he's growing pretty tall now, and it's just runs around all over the place having a good time. Down here by there's a branch back down in there. You can't see. A branch is a small creek A creek is a large branch, for those of you who don't know the terminology of the country here. But, oh, yeah, okay. I'll throw you some fertilizer out shortly. Just take it easy there. So, I just thought you'd like to meet my pet tree. I've got a lot of pet trees. I've got hundreds of pet trees on the property here. So, it's hard to keep them from being so rambunctious, but that's something you city folks don't have to worry about. You don't have that many trees left anymore.